get this, who said you were being elitist for taking these safety measures. I don't know how you could be elitist about a vaccine that's free and readily available to all adults across the country, but what do you say to the critics?
Well, it's been a long time since we've been able to go into places and play shows for people, and I don't think that's going to last very long unless we do it carefully. There's never enough. I mean, we can't guarantee that everybody coming to the show is coming safely and that they're not going to be spreading the virus. But I think it's up to all of us to do what we can just to keep the music business running, and because we're going to get shut back down again real soon if we don't start doing this. I don't understand the elitist thing. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that guy has a harder time getting people to come to his shows. I don't know, but it doesn't really feel elitist to me. It just feels a little bit safer. Feels a little bit safer to me. That's all.
Well, people are still lining up to come see you. You will be playing in Austin for the third night in a row later this evening. Requiring masks and vaccines is a huge undertaking. Did you consider canceling outright?
I considered it because I'm scared. I'm scared for the audience. I'm scared for people's kids at home and in school who can't get the vaccine yet. So yeah, I considered canceling outright, but what we decided to do is just for all of our shows everywhere going forward, we're going to require either a vaccine card or a negative test, and we're going to ask everybody to wear masks. And I feel like we'll probably get some pushback from certain states on that. In a lot of cases, some of the venues are receiving some state funds, and the states are threatening to withhold those funds for places who allow their artists to require proof of vaccination or a COVID test. But we'll just deal with whatever we have to deal with. And if we have to cancel some shows, we'll cancel some shows. And if we get sued, I'll get up and talk on behalf of the people in the audience because I think it's more important to keep them safe. We're not providing something that's necessarily essential. We're not giving people health care or food or shelter. We're trying to entertain folks. So I'm not saying anybody has to get a vaccine or a negative test, but if you don't, then you don't get to come to the show. I think that makes sense.
But Jason, you're also doing this because you want to keep performing. You want the venues to stay open. For those places that could lose state funding if they put these requirements in place, do you believe they understand the risk of this Delta variant and how it could shut us all down again and go back to where we were last year?
Yes, I think the people who work at the venues and who work in the music business understand. From everything that I've heard so far, all the response I've gotten from people in the business has been positive because they understand that we could go back to not working at all. And a lot of these smaller venues, they aren't going to be able to reopen if they go through another round of shutdowns. So yeah, I think they understand. I think the problem is they're just getting so much pushback from some of the governors of certain states who want to kowtow to their political base and try to make people think that their freedom is being encroached upon. And I'm all for freedom, but I think if you're dead, you don't have any freedoms at all. So it's probably important to stay alive before you start questioning your liberty. It's life, and then it's liberty, and then it's the pursuit of happiness. And those are in order of priority.
Amen to that. Well, Jason, if you lost a few fans over this, don't worry about it. I'm pretty sure you're gaining a whole lot more. Thanks for all that you do, and good luck tonight.
Thank you so much, Stephanie. I appreciate it. Thanks for talking with me.
All right. Coming up next, the